I'm just giving you shit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips. We are here on the campus of Wilmington High School for tonight's high school girls basketball game. We've got Bellbrook being hosted by the Wilmington Lady Cane. Tonight's game will be starting in about 15 minutes. They're doing their warm-ups right now. And we had just concluded a JV game, which Bellbrook won by 9 points. Right, AJ?
Yep.
All right.
40-31.
40-41. 40-41 isn't 9 points.
Is it, Rick? It's that Common Core math.
Now, you beat me to the punch tonight, didn't you? You figured you'd get the Common Core in and get it out of the way. I'll introduce it later sometime tonight. But anyway, we've got Charlie Hargrave in here doing our color analysis, right, Charlie?
That's right. I think that Common Core is a little deflated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of like New England's footballs.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
But anyway, I'll turn it over to our broadcast crew. You guys need to entertain the many out there listening to us for about another 14 minutes.
All right, I think we can do that.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
All right, coming into this ball game this evening, the Wilmington girls basketball team with a 5-8 record, and Bellbrook coming in at 5-4. So both teams kind of struggling a little bit. Wilmington trying to get back up to 500 with their win and loss, and Bellbrook trying to prevent from going to 500 on the year. But I mean, you were here for the last girls game that we did. What did you see the last time that you were here that they need to continue to keep doing and hopefully winning ways?
Well, this is my first girls game here.
I thought you were here last time.
No, I did the college girls game. I did the Wilmington boys Clinton Massa game.
That's
that's okay. It looks like
I think it was Dave that was here for the college girls. I mean,
3-6
high school girls.
Is that right? No.
5-8. This was the record last time.
Oh, okay. What about in the league? I wonder where they're at.
They were. I have no idea. It didn't say on Max Prep. It said they were 3-0, but it had them in the wrong league in Max Prep.
Okay.
They're in the SCOL, and they had them in the league they were in before.
I'll tell you, I like the Wilmington girls warm-ups. Reminds me of the old Harlem Globetrotters and stuff from the 70s, those pants. I kind of like them.
And the back of their shirts say selfless.
Yeah, I like that, too. I think that's very cool. That's very cool. Plus the bright orange tennis shoes. That guy from Seattle, he'd like to be wearing them.
Oh, Richard Sherman?
No, the guy who wanted to wear the gold ones, the running back.
Right. Oh, Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, he got in trouble, remember?
He got in trouble for wearing the gold?
Well, no, he was going to. They were going to say, hey, if you're going to wear these shoes, you're not going to be able to play in the game.
Why?
Because it's against league policy. Yep. Seriously, you didn't catch that this week? Yeah. They had a big story on it.
Wow.
Before the game started. So.
Well, the Super Bowl's set. We got New England and Seattle. Seattle's the first team to make it, the first defending champ to make it back-to-back years since New England did it in 03 and 04. So
I tell you, it ought to be a real good game. I tell you what, Seattle is so lucky to be there right now. You know it?
Right. I mean, thought they were losing like 16-7 at halftime. Right at the end
5 minutes left to go. They're still behind.
Right.
New England Green Bay got an interception with about 5 minutes left to go, and the guy didn't even try to run it back. He just killed it because he thought, well, they'll be able to run some clock, and that was a two touchdown. Seattle had to score 2 touchdowns at that point. There were 5.5 left, and by gosh, they did.
Right.
And then Green Bay came back for the late field goal. I tell you what, if I was a cheesehead right now, I don't know. I'd be shaking my head.
I was a cheesehead last week when they beat Green Bay, or not Green Bay.
Well, trust me, we haven't been drinking. He's got coffee in his hand, and I got Werner's ginger ale.
Wow, man.
So, AJ just likes to take any team against my teams, right, AJ?
I'm still recovering from the long week that we had.
I was going to ask you about that. How did wrestling go?
Oh,
it was great.
We
had a great viewership. It really shocked me that we had so many people watch. Yeah.
By the way, thanks for that. The whole duck thing. I knew you'd find somebody.
I would have loved to have been here.
Are you that. AJ Ganger? Yeah, did he tell you to find the man with the Michigan hat on?
Oh, and he did. He found him.
Did he? Michael A. Maybe that's my.
That's who it was, Michael A.
Michael A. Yeah.
Hey, he's not a bad little wrestler either. Watching him wrestle,
Well,
I think he won a match.
No, this was his first year wrestling. He's been on the basketball team his first 3 years, and he's one of those guys. Didn't get to play a whole lot. So he thought, why not try wrestling? And they had a pretty good record. I think he was 3-1 going into that night. And but he ended up 3-3. He said that was the best competition he'd seen so far this year.
And Wilmington.
Now, where did you guys set up? Down on the floor?
We were right down there on that corner.
On the floor?
On the floor.
Yeah, there were two mats. There was junior varsity over here, or JV.
Yeah. Junior high.
Junior high
was on the left.
And then over here was the high school varsity. So we were on that very corner right down there, and we could shine the camera back at the Wilmington lit, in front of the scoreboard right there in front on the floor.
I tell you what, I would have loved to have done that, but my daughter had a swim meet that night, and I'm happy to say that
she had a 1, 2, 3, didn't she?
Yeah, she finished first in one event, and that's in junior high they just do a 25 freestyle, and she beat not only 2 other girls from New Richmond, but also beat a boy on her own team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is pretty
Quite
cool.
the little fish.
Yeah, she loves it. She just does it. She does a great job. She was supposed to have practice today. We kept her home, though, because she's a little under the weather. So we're trying to get her healthy because she's got 2 more meets left to go. She's got one Wednesday, but it's away. It's clear down New Richmond. And she's got another one Saturday, and that one's at home. So I plan on being with you guys Wednesday night, though.
Right. Wednesday night we've got a girls' college basketball game there on the campus of Wilmington College. So we'll be back on the air again Wednesday night. Tomorrow night we've got the night off, AJ. You can go out on one of those famous dates.
I got
well, that's right. You're not here on Wednesday.
In class from 12:30 to 9.
Yeah, I guess we should put the bat signal out and see if the man up north wants to come down and do another game. But his plate is so full. I don't know if he can manage it.
If he does, that's great. If not, I'm sure you and I can handle it.
Well, at least I won't be stepping on your toes talking over you all the time, right?
Hey,
you don't have to fight me for the mic.
I'm easy, baby. I'm easy. I actually like the background. I like the color because I tell you that play-by-play, if you don't know the kids, I mean, at least on one team, that's tough.
Yeah, it is.
That's tough. I mean, now, you guys have done these girls enough, you kind of know, and the guys enough, you know who they are. And I'm getting to with the girls at the college. I'm starting to know who they are.
And they have an exciting basketball team.
Yes. I've been impressed with them each time I've seen them.
They just won. They beat Muskingum on Saturday.
So did the boys.
Like the men did. So,
yeah, it was a double dip there.
The last 2 Saturdays, both the men and the women have both won their respective games.
Right, they're on a roll.
Last Saturday, the Purple Raiders got knocked down by the women and the men by a point.
No. Mount Union, but they just lost the last game we did. We was at Ohio Northern, the Polar Bears.
Yeah,
Ohio Northern's a strong
team. That was a
team.
Wednesday night game.
That was
not
a Wednesday
Saturday.
night.
They both lost on Wednesday, but they
both
won on
Saturday. Yeah, okay. Well, I tell you what, that Ohio Northern team was really good. And they had a local girl from Little Miami on their team, and she's only a freshman, and she was really good.
I think Dave has seen her play before. Saying
several times. Well, Dave's got a friend that's got a daughter on that team. So
yeah, it was somebody I think that he did some video for so that she could maybe get a scholarship. So I think he's
oh really?
He's been right.
I didn't know that.
That's originally how they met. His friend down there in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He was doing some video for her daughters, to get a scholarship. But speaking of games, we have that women's college game coming up. It'll be a 7:15 pregame show. Otterbein is coming in to play Wilmington, the Lady Quakers there. And then one of our favorite things to do is high school football, or high school wrestling. So this Thursday we've got another wrestling meet, right, AJ?
Got a duel here at the high school against
Chillicothe.
The day before, Wednesday, they host the first round of the state duels here in the gym while we are over at the college doing the college game. People come over here and check out the first round of the Ohio High School State Duels in Division 2 here.
Really?
Yep. They'll host the first round here, but then they take on SCOL opponent Chillicothe on Thursday.
Right.
I believe that's at 5 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a 5:15, something like that, pregame pre-match start. Now, we have no games on Friday night But we do have a double dip on Saturday. We've got men's college basketball. John Carroll coming into Herman Court. That is a 2:45 pregame start on the 24th, and then we'll come back to Wilmington High School's middle school gym for another girls high school basketball game. Miami Trace is coming in to play these Wilmington Lady Cane, and that will be a 7:15 pregame start. That'll round out this current week of all the action that we've got here on CampusNation.com, the sports animal.
And Rick, last night the boys were at Kettering doing the flying. Was it the flying to the hoop?
Yes.
Flying to the hoop.
Yeah.
It was at Trent Arena. It's really a stellar facility for a high school basketball court.
Right.
Seats
That's
about
when we went to
3,300.
They used to do Division III districts when I was in high school for wrestling there. Then now it's Division II or
Well, what
1.
happened, because that was built back in, I think, about 2005. There used to be a Fairmont East and a Fairmont West.
Right.
The Fairmont East Falcons and the Fairmont West Dragons. And then they consolidated their school district, and so they moved everything as far as high school to the West campus. When they did that, they funded this new Trent Arena, which is one of the best basketball facilities for high school probably in the country, let alone just the state of Ohio.
Yeah, Rachel and I have been in that. We actually won tickets that, what do they call it, the flying hoop, or what is it?
Flying to the hoop.
Flying to the
Right.
hoop. We won tickets that a couple years ago and went up.
And that's
watched a
currently
few
going on
games.
right now. It's during the Luther King weekend, so they play Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and they've got games tonight. In fact, a big game, we'll try to get the score, is that Wayne, Huber Heights Wayne, they're ranked currently, I think, 8th or 9th in the state. They are playing the #1 team in the country. That's Finley Prep or whatever, out of Nevada. And that Nevada game, or that Nevada team, is ranked #1.
Yeah, and then you click on the first thing.
Yep.
So anyway, that is going to be a barn burner of a game. Dayton Dunbar lost last night to a team from Indiana. The Hoosiers beat them. There's been some exciting basketball this weekend at the
There's another,
Trent Arena.
what,
The
a
boys.
country classic or something? was
I think
being
that's
played?
girls. That's girls.
Oh, is that girls?
Right,
Okay.
that's up north.
The boys team beat I think the best team in Kentucky last night.
Yeah,
Kentucky.
Taylor, in Kentucky, they do not divide the divisions as far as state rankings.
It's like Indiana. It's all one.
Right. So in the single ranking out of Kentucky, the team that they played and beat last night by 10 was ranked
82 to
13th.
72.
13th
okay.
in the entire state of Kentucky.
Wow.
And so, yeah, pretty impressive
12-0.
win. Right. And that's the only way
I'll
you're
get to
really
see
going to
him.
get better is to play those better teams like that.
I'll get to see them again on Friday because they come to Greenfield McLean Friday.
Yeah, they
So
do. I
that
forgot
should be
about
an exciting
that.
game.
Tell us how that game goes.
Yeah. Well, hey, are you guys allowed out of the county?
They'll find us.
Because they got two places. They got two places they can set up radio people. So
Well, if we have access, if you arrange access to our Wi-Fi, then we'll come down and we'll do the game.
well, let me find out.
You talk
I'll
with
see.
the athletic director, tell him that the broadcast crew would like to come in and do the game. We just need access to the Wi-Fi.
Well, they've got Wi-Fi. They got public Wi-Fi, but they also have a teacher Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the teacher Wi-Fi would be the bandwidth that we would need in order to be able to do audio and video.
Okay.
We bring our whole crew and go down and
Hey,
follow.
I could do the band and come over and do a little color.
Absolutely. Now, what do you play in the band?
I just directed. I don't have to
You're the
play
director.
anything,
That's
yes.
right.
You do the whole.
That's right. That's right.
Do you stand on a ladder?
No.
Okay, good.
Actually, I'm very, very relaxed when we do pep band games because, really, if you got a good pep band, you don't need somebody up there directing. I mean, you pretty much count them off and they're on automatic pilot. My job's just to listen, maybe tone some down, make them play a little louder, get on them about the small stuff.
Well, let us know, and by all means, if you can get with the athletic department or with the powers that be there at Greenfield, and you can get access so we can get access
I
to
don't think it would be a problem. The only problem would be is if they have two different radio stations covering it, which they shouldn't, because Wilmington wouldn't be bringing any radio station over there.
Wilmington doesn't have a radio station.
Right, that's what I mean. So, well, don't they still have KFI?
Well, Wilmington has no
AM?
local programming. Now,
Yeah.
I've heard that they're trying to get a local low-powered station,
at least
up and
WAL
operating,
Leeds or
and
something, yeah.
maybe in the next month that might come to fruition.
which would be good. That's one thing that's kind of nice about Greenfield, because Greenfield they got WVNU over there that covers.
I listen to that occasionally.
And they cover all the Greenfield stuff most of the time, and Hillsborough and Courthouse. And
we're not radio though.
Well,
we're internet television.
I know,
right.
Both.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Anyone would take internet television over internet radio. But when you're talking about over-the-air radio, if you've got a strong signal, and you can pick it up in your car, unless that obviously, if you're out of the city or you're out of the area, you can still listen to a game.
Right.
Now the low-powered stations don't have that kind of range, so it's not like you can drive out of the radius of that. But still, if you're in town. And Wilmington needs what Lee's trying to do, which is a local presence, to help with community-oriented type things. And even though the broadcast radius is small, it's still going to be effective, as far as emergency broadcast, things like that. I don't really know that I'll probably be able to get it up where I am towards the Roberts Center, but within a 5-mile radius of downtown Wilmington, he's got it blanketed.
Yep.
So hopefully it'll work out.
Speaking of the Roberts Center, shameless plug time.
And that's right. I just led into that, didn't I?
Hey,
with celebrity judges, remember that.
That's right. Hey, we're going to have a good time out the Roberts Center on February 28th from 4 to 10:30 and March 1st from 10 to 4 for the Chaz Is Valentine's Day Car Show. It's the 6th annual, and this is a car show. We donate money to the Alzheimer's Association of Cincinnati. Over the first 5 years, we've been able to donate $2,700.
That's a lot of money.
And we like to give at least $500 a year, but last year we were able to give $7,000. We got a couple new things this year. We got Elvis still coming back Saturday.
I like Elvis.
But during Elvis's intermission.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
That's right.
Cry.
Did you see Elvis last year?
I saw it on Dave's tape that he did. Dave did a good job going out there and covering it. I was glad I could get him to come out there, but he won't admit that. He'll say that he just somehow pulled it out of the air. That was the first time he actually met you.
Yes, it was.
And I know
a year now.
Lee wasn't feeling well. Lee was going to go out and cover
it,
and he wasn't able to make it. So I told Dave, I says, Lee's not going to be able to make it out. Why don't you get out there and rub elbows, and it's your type of thing. And hey, the rest is history, as we say, right? Where else would you be able to burn up your battery every day?
Exactly. Well, and also, you guys are going to come out and do a little coverage from there.
Oh, absolutely.
And, but we got a pinup contest that's going to happen.
Well, that's why I'm coming out. Charlie, that's the only reason I'm coming out.
AJ and Rick and Riding Away with Dave are going to be 3 of my judges. We may have more if I can get other celebrity
judges.
Right. Celebrity judges. We're getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner.
I guess we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner. We're going to get ready for some action here.
February 28th, March 1st. Come on out to the Roberts
we'll be
Center.
there.
These individuals are registered by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all players, spectators, and coaches, no matter what their personal feelings or loyalties may be in this contest. Before we meet starting lineups, we ask you to please rise, remove any hats, as we pause to honor America with our national anthem.
Hey, and we want to remind you, Noelle is doing our video tonight. She does a fine job, and so all this action you're going to see is courtesy of her following the action.
Oh, yeah.
And I can say that, yes, she did take a shower today.
Oh, that's good.
Because we're tight up here in this box.
We are tight, that's for sure. We got
5 of us up here.
5 up. Yeah, I just hope that this thing
2
is
lovely
sturdy.
ladies.
Because we'll be flying to the hoop here if we're not
3
careful.
guys.
Crashing to the hoop. You're listening to CampusNation.com. We are the sports animal, and we are the voice of high school and college sports. And anything else we can think of, right?
Right.
Roller
Sure.
derby, mud wrestling.
And we're going to get started here this evening. We got Earhart
Beam.
starting for
Wilmington. Bria Earhart, Desden Beam,
Desden Beam.
Victoria Fleming, number 23. Number 25, Monica Pennywitt. And number 33, Caitlin Jamel.
Jamel, 33, and for Bellbrook, we've got
Bellbrook, we got Songer, Hojacker, Berdina,
Bellbrook
Hojacker.
has the ball, gets
And-
tip and lays in. Number 10, Howacker.
That was easy right there
Yeah.
already. 2-0 lead for Bellbrook as Wilmington moves it around. Fleming with it. Gives it off to Pennywitt. Pennywitt trying to drive. Gets cut off. Goes up with it. No good. Airballed. Here come the Eagles back down the court for Bellbrook. Number 3, Songer. Gives it off to Hojacker.
Looks like Wilmington's playing man.
Oh, nice pass. Number 31 has it.
Working the ball around nice on the outside, showing a little patience.
Ooh, at the top of the circle. No good for number 34.
Oh.
Got a foul?
Like you went for the rebound there for Bellbrook and just about did a header into the floor.
Number
First
25,
foul.
Monica Pennywitt, charged with her first, the team's first.
Now, Bellbrook's actually called the Golden Eagles now, aren't they?
Just like Sabina High School used to be, the Golden Eagles. Remember that, Rick, back in the day?
I think that they used to be just the Eagles, and then they added the Golden Eagles. And, of course, one of their colors is gold and
Yeah.
a purple,
Trying to
lavender,
drive,
whatever.
kicks it out. Songer gives it off in the corner for 3. No good.
Fight for the rebound. Looks like 23. Fleming, is that right?
Fleming.
Fleming gets rebound.
Pennywitt traveled. Picked up her drag foot. It's going to be a turnover. 6:51 left to go here in our first quarter. And it's still a 0-0 game.
But we know it's 2
a
to nothing.
2-0
Yeah, it's
game,
2-0 game. Yeah, they just, there we go. Scoreboard
Some of that
got
Common
come
Core
up.
math again there, AJ,
No,
huh?
they didn't put the score up, Rick.
Yeah.
Bellbrook with the basketball and the lead. It's Hojacker who gives it off to number 34, Stephanie Dorm. Going up with it was number 14, Berdina. No good. Rebounded by Bellbrook.
Bellbrook showing some patience here.
Berdina again. Reach in.
Reach in by number 4, it looks like, Earhart. Picking up her first foul of the evening. Bellbrook taking it out underneath their own basket.
Oh, man.
Almost another foul there, but they
Yeah,
let it
that
go.
was lucky.
Ball got away, and Wilmington brings it back up court.
Fleming with it. Fleming looking for Jamel. Good defense, man-to-man. Or girl-to-girl.
Girl, man-to-man.
Jump
ball, and the possession's going to go to
Wilmington.
stay with Wilmington. So Wilmington can be taking the ball up underneath their hoop.
Have half her college degree done before she starts.
Jamel inbounds it to Fleming. He's looking for a shot. Goes up off
Forces
the
a
glass.
shot up the lane.
Oh, wide
Here's a-
open down the court. Hojacker goes up and lays it in off the
Quick
glass.
hitter.
Number 31, Maddie Hojacker. with the 2-point bucket to make it 4-0 Bellbrook under 6 minutes to go in our first quarter.
Nice quick hitter. Got the ball out quick and no one down to guard her.
Jamel gives it to Earhart. Earhart kicks it out. Almost
disaster. Threw it away, yeah. Wilmington slowing it down here out on the top.
Jamel going up with
all
it.
The way, the hole.
Good rebound by Pennywit. Ball still loose. Kicks it back out. Jamel with the jumper. No good again.
Nothing but air on that one.
Ooh. I thought that one looked like it was touched by a Bellbrook player as it goes out of bounds. But it's going to stay.
It's going to be Bellbrook. Yeah, Bellbrook ball. Yeah, it was out on the Wilmington player. Comes Bellbrook down the court again, trying to get. I tell you what, they're quick. If you don't get back, they're going to burn you.
3 at the top, no good. Rebounded.
Long rebound, yeah.
By
fight for the ball.
Ball still loose, stolen away by Wilmington. Fleming gets it knocked out of her hands, picked back up by Beam.
Referees are letting them play right now. There's a lot of contact going on.
Very physical game. Earhart going out for the pick. There's a switch. Fleming gives it off to Pennywit inside. Going up strong, no good. Ball still loose. Picked up by the Eagles. Here they go down the court, 3-on-1. Wilmington with numbers, but that doesn't matter. Sauger misses it. Three-pointer, no good.
Wilmington with the rebound. Slow it down. They got to get in some control.
But you got to look at it this way, too. Bellbrook's getting a lot of second and third chances, but they're not able to capitalize on them here short in the beginning.
Wilmington's going to get back on defense because this Bellbrook team looks like they're pretty quick.
4.5 minutes, three-pointer, no good. Oh, nice job getting the rebound by Earhart. Oh, man, that was tipped. That was all ball.
Yep.
Kicking it out. Songer now for 3. Got it. 7-0 lead for Bellbrook, and Wilmington is going to take a quick timeout.
I hate to say this, but some of the Wilmington girls look like they're winded already.
Right.
And we're not too far into this game. It's only
30-second timeout taken by Wilmington.
Well, we know that Bellbrook has a stellar ladies basketball program because they've won, I think they said 11 out of the past 12 league championships. So
they really?
They have a pretty successful program there at Bellbrook.
Wow, I tell you what, they're showing a lot of quickness and once again, just. If there's one thing I would say to the coach is calm down. Just tell the girls calm down on the offensive end, work it around. I mean, now the 4 or 5 shots they've had so far, probably 3 of them's been forced.
Right. And Bellbrook's also, they're kind of forcing up some big threes early on, but they've only made 1 of them.
Yep.
But you got to look at it this way. They're being aggressive. They're attacking the hoop. They're getting their offensive rebounds to get those second and third chance points, which is what Wilmington needs to do, and they just haven't been able to.
Got a little press going on by Bellbrook.
Bad pass out of bounds going back to Bellbrook.
Worked.
The press worked there.
22 into the game for Wilmington.
Faith Sanderson. 4 minutes to go in our first quarter. A 7-0 lead for Bellbrook. Nice handoff to Hojacker. Kicks it out. 23 going up with it. Man, that would have been a great shot. No good for Becca Yearn.
Rebounded there by 35 for Wilmington.
Jamel, that was a kick. Going to go back to Wilmington. Jamel was trying to drive and then kick it back outside to Fleming. Unfortunately, Bellbrook player kicked the ball out of bounds. 3:34 to go in our first quarter of play. Wilmington still trying to crack the scoreboard here in our opening quarter. We are live on CampusNation.com this evening, the sports animal, and your home for high school and college sports. Bad pass, going out of bounds, and back to Bellbrook.
Yeah, they just weren't on the same line of communication there because she was open, but the girl was supposed to receive the pass there, just didn't move any toward it.
Right.
Bellbrook bringing the ball in down the Wilmington end of the court.
Cassidy Hojacker bringing it up for the Eagles. She's being trapped now.
Tell you what, they like pushing off with that elbow.
Right. Songer. Got to get rid of it. Just does. Number 5, Emma Spears. Gives it back to Hojacker. Who's going to drive. Puts it up. No good. Off the edge of the
Wilmington got the bound. So that's good. Only one shot that time.
Jamel is going to go all by herself. What a lane off the glass for 2 for Caitlin Jamel. And Wilmington is finally on the scoreboard. It's 7-2. Bellbrook in the lead.
2:40 left in the first quarter.
Spears.
Oh.
That was almost a travel.
Yeah, I thought that was a carry. Yeah. They
Bad
call it
shot.
any more like that, or they just call it travel.
Over the
Used to
back
be
foul
carry.
on number 14 for Bellbrook. Their team's her first foul. 2.5 minutes to go in our
It's
first.
Birdie.
Fouls on number 14, Cassidy. Cassidy Marita, her first, team first.
Wilmington will have it.
Burita. Cassidy Burita. Oh, I tried to do a quick hitter, but
Gonna go out of
just
bounds.
bad pass. 22. She's got a lot of gas for Wilmington Sanderson. She wants to put it on the pedal, but she's just out of control a little bit. How old is she?
She is a freshman.
Yeah, she's only a freshman, and you know.
There's 4 freshmen on the varsity
I'll
roster.
tell you, she's got potential. I think she's got to slow everything down.
Oh, Songer's going to take it and get the bucket and go to the line. Hannah Songer going to go to the line to shoot 1. And number 13, Mackenzie Beam, is going to be charged with her first. 3-point play, no good. And I believe there's
We have
another
over
foul.
back. Number 35, Tara Stewart.
Tanner Stewart. Already 4 fouls, 2:11 to go in the first. It's a 9-2 Bellbrook advantage so far. They're going to inbound it underneath their own bucket. They get it in. 3-pointer up, no good. And another foul.
That's on the same girl, Tara Stewart.
Tanner Stewart.
Tanner Stewart.
5th foul. And Beam's going to come back out in the court. Get it inbounded to number 23. And she's going to go up and miss it. Almost a disaster.
Yeah, almost threw it away back in there.
Sanderson
Backcourt.
bringing it up. Going in.
That was a nice pass there.
Oh!
Nice bucket. Nice pass and bucket.
Desden Beam
Beam.
for 2. Wilmington going to pressure. Verdina giving it off as the Eagles are working it around the perimeter. Kaylin York passes it off. A nice drive by number 14, Cassidy Verdina. Offensive foul against Wilmington.
I'll tell you, they're just not getting any breaks. Coach got to be shaking his head over there.
Penny Witt, the only senior being
That's
charged
her
with her
second.
second. 16 foul for Wilmington, and Bellbrook's just got 1, and we still got 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. The Eagles bring it up the court. Spears giving it off to York. York driving. She's getting cut off, but it kicks
Three-pointer.
it out. Air ball.
34. Nothing but air.
No good again. They got their another offensive rebound. 43 seconds to go.
They show nice patience, this Bellbrook team. I mean, they keep things in control. They've thrown up some wild shots, but they're getting clear shots.
Nice pass off the
Backdoor.
glass and a foul.
Nice backdoor cut.
Wilmington's going to
Right
have to
side.
start blocking out under the basket because there's far too many second chance and third chance shots that Bellbrook's been able to take advantage of.
Anyway,
They're lucky that they're not down by any more than they are.
Monica Pennywood charged with her third. At the line, number 14, Cassidy Berdia, misses the first shot. 27.1 seconds left in our first quarter. 11-4, Bellbrook in the lead. Second shot is up. No good. There goes Wilmington down the court. It's Fleming. Gives it out to Sanderson. Wilmington trying to get that last shot. Kicks it out. Jamel drives. Tries to go up. Gets it blocked.
No foul. Got blocked. I tell you, they're letting them play. There's several of these they could have called fouls with the body.
Going up with it is number 23, in and out. York gets the rebound, can't hit the shot. At the end of our first quarter of play, it is Wilmington 4, Bellbrook 11. And Wilmington has put Bellbrook in the bonus with 7 fouls in that first quarter as well.
I tell you what strikes me about this first quarter, it seems like to me that Wilmington's tired. I mean, they're not moving like Rick said, not boxing out, not They just, when was their last game? I mean, did they just play like on a Saturday maybe?
Yeah, they really shouldn't be tired. I think that, part of it, they just look, they do look very lethargic. So they're not, the key, and I always, talk about this, is not just, when you have the ball, but how you move without the ball.
Exactly.
And what we're seeing right now, and the reason they're not getting these rebounds and they're allowing the second and third chances from Bellbrook is the fact that they're not moving very well when they don't have the ball.
No aggressiveness on defense either on the rebounds.
Well, you got to think about it too. They weren't expecting to have a game today. This is a rescheduled game from last Monday.
Okay.
They were supposed to play Bellbrook last Monday, and they rescheduled it to this Monday. Nobody had school. But, I mean, that shouldn't be an excuse. You had a whole nother week to prepare and get your conditioning and whatnot. But, like you said, I've seen it too. They're dragging a little bit on that court tonight.
Seems like to me they're just no, I don't know.
Enthusiasm.
They played, no enthusiasm.
No swag.
Maybe they played Saturday or maybe not going to school today. Yeah, sometimes that has an effect on kids.
You got to sleep in all day long.
Bellbrook, is coming prepared, but I think they're just out hustling Wilmington right this moment. Nice backdoor cut by 31.
Nice shot.
Nice backdoor cut.
Number 31, Maddie Hojacker for 2. Makes it 13-4. Sanderson with it. Oh, man, bad pass. She was trying to hit Fleming.
Right back to 31.
One-on-one. Hojacker goes up. No good. Rebounded by Songer. No good.
Still have the ball.
Stolen, Stolen that time. Bellbrook got 2 offensive rebounds there. Didn't come away with any points.
Lemon underneath, and should have been a foul,
but
it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be going back to Wilmington. Coming back into the game is Bria Earhart for the Hurricane. Jamel to inbound underneath her own bucket. 13-4. Fleming gets the inbound pass. Just need to take a good shot here. Puts up a bad one. Earhart with the rebound and misses that one. The Eagles have it. They're going back down the court. Cassidy Hojacker gives it to Songer. They're slowing it down, taking their time, looking to get a good shot. Oh, man. Timeout.
Called right before steal.
Yeah. Eagles are going to take a full timeout. 13-4. They have the lead here in our second quarter of play from the middle school gym on the campus of Wilmington High School. I
tell you, Bellbrook, they run some nice offense where they're getting a lot of backdoor cuts, give and goes. That's all it is give and goes. But they got that backdoor cut and they're quick and they're beating Wilmington to the basket. I mean, it's just plain and simple. But Wilmington's got to be aware of that because they've done it 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, I would say if you look at the 13 points that Bellbrook has, that they've probably scored at least half their points off of second or third chance shots.
Yep, and a couple of those are just wide open bunnies that they're shooting.
You're listening to Wilmington High School girls basketball live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal and the voice for college and high school sports. AJ Ganger alongside Charlie Hargrave and Rick Phillips.
The Beast.
Yeah, he's the wild beast over there.
Yeah.
Growling.
He's like Sasquatch on the jerky commercials.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't mess with my beef jerky.
Oh, man.
Messing with Rick Phillips.
Bellbrook working the ball around here on the outside.
Oh,
showing nice patience. Now, here's one of those situations where we're going to get in a give and go here. Watch for it.
And they're just working the right side.
Now they're going to come over to the left now.
In the corner, Songer, and they're just running the clock down. They can hold on to it as long as they want in high school basketball. There is no shot clock. Back over to Hojacker.
Again, showing nice patience.
Cross court, Songer. Well, I think their biggest goal is one to get it inside, and they're not able to. Wilmington's running a zone.
It's like a 1-2-2 matchup.
They're just working it around. They've taken at least a minute off this clock.
Which, I tell you what, when you're playing, I think according to Hoyle, you really shouldn't be playing zone when you're down that many, because teams can do this to you.
Oh, I mean, I've seen 1-3-1 zones playing great when a team is down, and it messes with the whole defense. Three-pointer good by Maddie Hojacker.
Wow.
Makes it 16-4. That possession took about a minute and a half off the clock. Jamel gets it stolen and couldn't save it.
That's Hojacker's 7th point so far tonight.
I think she's the leading scorer for Bellbrook at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice that Charlie keeps some stats up here for us.
A little bit.
Songer with it. Hands it off to number 34, Dorn.
See, here's a nice cut right there. 34, it just didn't hit her. 10 on the drive.
No good for Hojacker.
At the back of the rim. And here comes Kane.
Nice pass over to Fleming for three. Oh, in and out. They just can't buy a bucket right now.
In and out. That's a nice shot.
4.5 minutes to go in our first half. 16-4, Bellbrook in the lead. Cassidy Hojacker giving it off to Maddie Hojacker. Inside, number 50, Whiter. Songer gets a lane, kicks it out. Three-pointer is up. No good in the corner.
And Wilmington gets the rebound. Heading back the other way. Well, try to do a little quick hitter, a little push, but short with the shot.
Wilmington had numbers going up. Oh, no good for Maddie Hojacker. Ball still loose. Jamel diving for it. And
the referee called safe over there.
Yeah, Jamel's kind of hurt on the floor.
Yep, she hit her head on the floor, it looked like. They had a mad scramble for the ball, all kinds of contact, right on the out-of-bounds line. Nobody was out of bounds, though. And she went after it hard and hit the back of her head.
She hit something on her head. She was pointing to her neck, I think.
Yeah, she hit the back of her head pretty good. She's moving her feet around stuff, people. So, I mean, she's...
Yeah, they're trying to make sure she's got feeling because it was her neck. 3:46 to go in our first half.
We're up in the booth here, and we could hear that. Yep, 16-4 still right now. And we have a little break in action here. It's 3:46. Yeah, she's setting nice. She is, yeah. That can put you in a little twilight there for a few minutes.
More than likely, they'll pull her out of the game.
Yeah, well,
they have some pretty strict rules now as far as concussions and things in high school and college sports.
At least she can walk and she's all right.
Even the pros, they have that concussion protocol.
Some concussion tests work.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't, but some of them do. You know, there are certain tests that actually work, and I think a lot of sports teams, you know, that are very physical, like football and soccer and basketball, obviously, they have those tests that actually work. A lot of, you know, some of the other sports or depending on what school you go to, they won't work.
Right.
If you're going to a poor high school, they won't have the knowledge.
Well, that's one thing nice about the schools around here. I mean, I know over in my neck of the woods where I teach at, Highland District Hospital takes care of all the athletes over there. And here it looks like maybe Dreyer.
Oh, nice number 3, Hannah Songer. Yeah, here's Dreyer. Where I'm from, it's Hyatt at the Hyatt Center and Tip.
Yep.
Three-pointer over here for Fleming, no good.
And Bellbrook with the ball, going to try to do a little quick hitter.
Hojacker to
That's
Hojacker.
knocked out of bounds. Just didn't quite have the numbers that time, did Bellbrook.
Wilmington only with 4 points. Bellbrook with 19, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor, I think, taken by Wilmington. 15-point lead.
Looked like
for
a full.
Bellbrook.
Looks. Yep, full timeout.
Wilmington hasn't scored a single point so far in our second quarter right now, Charlie.
Yep, Songer is league scorer now for Bellbrook. Hey, they're giving us a little plug. How'd that happen? Did you hear that, Rig?
I hear it.
So
AJ, take that $20 bill down.
Yeah, Songer's got 8 now, and Hojacker has 7. So those are your leading scorers right now for Bellbrook. And Wilmington, they've just got 4 points. Jameer's got a bucket, and so does Beam. Wilmington's had a lot of shots, and they've had a couple go in and out. A lot of shots that were out of control, though, too.
Well, I think that's part of Bellbrook's defense that's created a lot of that chaos that you're seeing as far as on the part of Wilmington. They're playing into their hands in that respect. Bellbrook seems like a lot more of a control team, and Wilmington has sort of been flailing, I guess you could say.
We don't have Bellbrook's grades that the kids are in, but I'd almost bet that they're, mostly juniors and seniors, I bet, playing for Bellbrook, or Wilmington does, like AJ said, have a lot of freshmen. Inbound pass with Bellbrook. We got a foul on number 23, Fleming.
Shooting 1-and-1, number 31, Maddie Hojacker. I guess that is a 2-shot. Misses the first. Gets the second one.
Makes the second one.
20-4. Bellbrook running away with it on a 20-4 run to open up this ball game. Wilmington only buying 4 points. Fleming kicks it out to Beam, or to Johns.
Better get rid of her. Going 5-second call.
She's not getting any help. Nobody's coming to the
Nope,
ball.
No one's helping her a bit. That was close. He had to be like on 4.5 there.
Sanderson trying to get some help. Johns.
15 fakes a shot.
That pass, got to get it.
Throws it
Over
away.
and back.
Over and back, yep.
2:42 to go first half, a 20-4 Bellbrook lead. And, we saw most of the time when the Wilmington girls are playing, they're not really a first half team. I know Rick and I have seen that, and they'll come out in that second half and be a completely different team and almost pull out a victory.
Yeah. They're just, like you mentioned, they're just young, too.
Three-pointer. Good, number 34,
Dorn.
Stephanie Dorn.
That's her first points of the evening.
Yeah, 23-4. Bellbrook
Wilmington's just young. I mean, they're
4 freshmen, 1 senior.
Well, I tell you, they're getting some invaluable experience. It'll help them in years to come.
Right. And they still got 4 more freshmen on the JV team. Songer drives in, gives it off to number 14. No good.
So there's a perfect example of what Rick says, moving without the basketball. 14 made a nice cut to the bucket. She didn't score, but it was a nice cut. Ball went out of bounds, and it's Bellbrook's ball inbounding underneath the room basket.
Got to get it in here. They do. Hojacker over to Cassidy Hojacker. Dorn. Back to Maddie Hojacker. Songer finding a lane, driving in, getting fouled. Going to the line to shoot 2, Hannah
Fleming.
Songer.
Her second foul on the evening.
Her second, team 9. At the line, shooting 2, number 3, Hannah Songer.
Songer back to the line. We got a minute 45
First one's good.
left here in the first half.
Now a 20-point lead for Bellbrook. Second shot for Hannah Songer.
Beam back into the game for the Cane.
Good. 25-4, minute 45 to go in the first half.
And Songer has 10.
Bellbrook in a commanding lead. Sanderson with it. Gets a block. Kicks it to Johns. Another pick. Johns. Bad pass.
Threw it away.
She's trying to find Fleming in the corner.
You know, another thing about being this young, too, I mean, you got to learn how to work together. You got to know what somebody's tendencies are, especially when you're that point guard.
Right.
You're that point guard, you got to know where they tend to go, what they tend to do. It's like right there, the point guard had a good idea, but ended up throwing the ball away because the other girl just wasn't on the same page with her. Oh, got a jump ball.
Ball's going to stay with Bellbrook. I mean, like I was talking about with the first half team, you look at some of these players, one of the last games we did. Victoria Fleming started with 3 points, ended with 20 points. Another person with 7, ended with 12.
Yep.
You know, it's just a matter of, I think, that second half waking some of these girls up, and we got about 1:05 until halftime. And Fleming, one of the last games we did also, started with 6, ended with 19.
Well, she's going to have to turn it on because she doesn't have anything yet. She's been shut out. It's got 2 fouls.
Nice steal by Sanderson.
Bellbrook coach wanted a foul there, and I can't blame him.
Bad pass to Johns. Another turnover. Wilmington is turning the ball over a lot here earlier, and that's one of the main reasons why they're getting beat so bad right now.
Yeah, just playing a lot. But, again, that goes with the youth. They're just playing out of control.
Spears.
There's a lot of good thinking. It's just not executing right now.
Just working it around, taking their time.
They're going to take the last shot.
Yeah, they're down to about 23 seconds. Songer giving it back over to Hojacker.
You just watch Bellbrook's team. They're always moving.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at that motion. Timeout Bellbrook.
11.6 seconds to play.
Full.
25 to 4. Bellbrook in the lead. Wilmington struggling to do anything here. Bellbrook's only got 1 team foul with 11.6 seconds to go in the first half.
And that could have been 4 or 5 easily.
I
mean, they've played just as rough as Wilmington has. But like, Wilmington just not getting any breaks there. If Wilmington got a few breaks there, this game's a lot closer possibly.
Yeah.
9 fouls to 1. I wonder if referees look at that at halftime and just wonder, I'm sure they don't even realize they're doing it because I officiated. I was an umpire. I was an umpire for 30 years, high school baseball and softball, and you try to call everything the way you see it, and somebody's always going to disagree with you, though.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly who supplies the umpires, whether the home team supplies their league.
AD, yeah, the home AD does. Now, this isn't a league game, so I would assume the home AD did this one.
Yes.
Now, usually, and I think the SCOL still does this, they have what's called a league assigner. And that league assigner assigns all the games, unless, like tonight, this was a makeup game.
Right, so it may be totally different.
It's not a league game, but if it
so
would have been.
In the case of 2 teams that are not in the same league, I wonder whether they bring the umps from a totally different league or whether they bring them.
Usually.
So they're still SCOL league umpires, you think?
Well, referees, yeah, they could be. Usually you get people local, to be honest with you. Not always, but usually for your non-league games.
At the buzzer, no good by Fleming. We're going to go to halftime here from the middle school gym. The score, Bellbrook 25, Wilmington 4. Charlie Hargrave has some point stats for us from that first half and a couple people who are in foul trouble already.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, go ahead and tell us what we got.
Well, Earhart, she's got 1 foul. Fleming, 2 fouls. Pennywith, 3 fouls. And Beam 1 and Stewart 2. And Stewart's the girl I think got hurt there.
No, that was Jamel.
That was Jamel that got hurt. So hopefully she'll be able to come back. But that's 9 fouls for Wilmington. And point-wise for Wilmington, Beam has got 2 and Jamel, I'm sorry. This is my first time here with these guys. So going on to Bellbrook now, number 3, Songer. She's been lighting it up here. She's got 10, no fouls. Hopacker, this is the Cassidy Hopacker. She's got 2. Brenda, 14 for Bellbrook has 2. And the other Hojacker, Maddie Hojacker, she has 8, and then Dorn also added 3. But there's 4 3-pointers there for Bellbrook in that first half.
So they're looking good. We're going to take a little short break here. We'll be back on the air with a couple minutes left to get you all ready for our second half.
Is Rick sing now?
Yep, Rick's sing.
No guests tonight, huh?
No guests. Just the 5 of us up here, all by our lonesome, right? Well, we can talk about some of the games that we've got coming up, some of the events that we're going to be broadcasting here in the next few days. Starting tomorrow night, we're actually starting the 21st, which is Wednesday night, women's college basketball. And Charlie will be back into the booth with myself, right? And we don't know about Dave. Maybe he'll dial it in. But anyway, Otterbein will be hosted by Wilmington College. The Lady Quakers will be defending home court there. And then on the 22nd, we've got high school wrestling, Chillicothe at Wilmington. That's a dual meet this Thursday. And once again, we'll be back here at the middle school gym. We have nothing going on unless Charlie gets us into McLean. And if that happens, we could have a game on Friday. So watch our website to make sure. But on the 24th, we've got a double dip. We've got men's college basketball. John Carroll coming into Herman Court there on the campus of Wilmington College. And then followed that game is going to be a 2:45 pregame tip with a tip-off at 3. And girls high school basketball, Miami Trace at Wilmington. That will be a 7:15 pregame with a 7:30 tip-off. By the way, that wrestling match that we're going to have this Thursday will start at around 5:15. So keep that in mind. We had a great wrestling viewership this first wrestling match that we did, the tri-meet this past Thursday. So we look forward to bringing you wrestling again this Thursday evening, and hopefully we'll have an even bigger audience at that time.
Well, that's on the replay, right?
That's right.
I've told a couple of my kids that they could turn it on because Greenfield was a part of that last week. And, I might, I have to ask my boss over there, but we might be able to help out one game Saturday. We'll see. Maybe if you guys want it.
Friday?
Saturday. You just said you had a double dip Saturday, right?
Right. Oh, you mean that you could make it out to
Maybe,
help with
I might be able,
Well, that's
help
fine.
you out on one of those Saturday.
Whether you like the girls' or men's college or the girls' high school.
Oh, it's girls' high school Saturday night. We'll see. I don't know.
Miami Trace. Miami Trace will be coming in.
She kind of likes watching the girls, doesn't she? Yeah. Yep. I tell you, the girls, it's a lot more. It seems like it's a lot more physical game a lot of times.
Oh, they can get mean.
Now, Rick, we could talk a couple more minutes about my car show if you want.
Sure. Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the.
Going to have the hearse there, right?
My hearse will be there, and we've got 21 that are already signed up, but I've talked to several people today that just haven't sent their stuff in. So probably that 21 is more like 35, 36.
How many did you have last year?
Last year we had 73 cars, and there's all kinds of different cars. There's street rods, or muscle cars. I know one of the cars we got coming this year is John Hill's 72 Olympic Mustang out of Greenfield. And it's a very rare car. There's only maybe a half a dozen of them left in the United States. So if you want to come out and see a rare car, plus our buddies, I think, is going to have his 1919 wooden Model T there. Remember that wooden truck in the back?
Yeah. Does any of Dave's cars qualify?
Well, it's open to all vehicles. So, yes, they qualify. But what do you want to show them? I don't know.
Well, he's got a couple in mint condition, I think.
I think he's got a nice bike, though, if he ever gets it out.
He does have a Harley, yeah.
Yeah, Dave, if you're listening, you need to bring your bike to the car show.
It's going to be way too cold to do that.
They have these things called trailers. I know, Michigan, you might not know that.
Well,
they have these things
they're
called
always
trailers.
trailing.
But oh, that was nice.
But Dave's got those long locks, so Dave can let the wind blow through his gray hair.
His long
gray hair.
Right. There's AJ again telling us we're number one, Rick.
That's right. Yeah.
The sports animal here.
That's right.
Yeah, we enjoy having you guys here tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. If not, tell AJ.
Right. Any of your complaints, AJ will take those.
With AJ. those of you who know me here in the Clinton County area know I'm a band director, but a big sports fanatic. I love to. Well, my big sport was baseball. I loved playing baseball.
Yeah, I coached Knothole for about 7-8 years.
I love watching football, but I was one of those guys that like helped out. I was like the equipment manager with basketball, and I tell you, high school basketball. I'd rather watch high school basketball or college basketball than pro basketball.
I don't like pro basketball. They're too good. I mean, they're when you score hundreds of points, when everything you shoot goes in, and the other thing is it's not really a non-contact sport. I mean, they're really in each other's grill, all the time. It's a different sport at that level.
College is fun to watch, but I tell you what. Obviously we want you watching on here, but with the Wilmington College games, those are free, people.
Right.
So any of those Wilmington College basketball games, yes, we'd like for you to watch here, but come on out to Herman Court at Fred Risk Arena. They would love to have you out there. And we got a nice jewel here of a college in this town, and there's always been, it seems like to me, not as much community support as there could be. I don't know why that is, but there's always seems, in my opinion, there's always been a little disconnect. But it's like the college. I didn't know that they had free games, until I started helping cover them. And that's kind of a neat deal, especially with parents with some kids,
Right.
You're looking for some entertainment, rather than spend $25 going to a movie, bring them to a college basketball game.
Well, I think Wilmington also makes an effort to really look at the local talent. And just like the Hooper twins,
Yes.
They played right here on this court for Wilmington High School, and now they're playing as freshmen, for Wilmington College.
And the Massey girl.
That's right. And we've got M Squared, Mary Moyer, our great little player from Clinton Massey. So, right there is an example of, 3 local area talented athletes that are playing for Wilmington College. And so that.
And they also have a girl from Leesburg.
That's right.
There.
Right. So there's a lot of local flavor, and as Charlie was saying, we always invite everyone to come out at Herman Court because there is no charge to watch those games.
Absolutely not. And it's a nice little atmosphere out there. I mean, I was surprised last week for that girls' game. I'd say there's 150, 200 people maybe.
I don't know. I was only there for like 30 minutes.
I think there's a couple hundred people.
I don't remember, but
it was pretty packed down below.
Yeah,
It was
normally a student section down there. During the week is when you get a big crowd. I think we almost had 500 on Saturday for the guys' game.
Really? That is good. That is good. Well, hopefully your guys are catching us here on the campusnation.com. And don't forget, when we do the Wilmington College games, they can see the I'll answer that for him. Never.
I was going to say, do you think I've been giving you some flack here?
You give me flack all day long.
Got to be thick-skinned to sit up here in this booth.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we don't hold back. That's for sure.
Again,
all right. I'll get a singer on him here in a little bit.
We're at Fred Summers Court, home of the Hurricane Hurricane. And our halftime score right now is
25-4.
Bellbrook Golden Lady Eagles, or Lady Golden Eagles, 25. The Wilmington Lady Cane, 4. And Bellbrook's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Inbounding in Hannah Songer. Here we go.
Right. Just recycled everything, so we've got another fresh half going.
See how the Wilmington Hurricane come out here this half. I tell you, they just look tired to me the first half.
Are they running girl to girl or zone? Dump it inside.
Kind of look like man to man, yeah.
It looks like man to man, but it's almost tricks you. It's a zone.
Nope, it's a 1-2-2. What they call that's a 1-2-2 matchup.
Or a 1-3-1.
That 1-2-2 matchup zone, because you can get traps a lot easier that way.
No basket charging on Songer.
Yep.
That's just the second foul all game long. Charged to Bellbrook, their first of the half, and Songer's first, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, they only had 2.
Jamel going to bring it up the court.
And she's back in the game. That's good. That's the little girl that hit her head earlier, and she's back. So we're glad for that.
Trying to dump it inside. Ball gets tipped, stolen away. Now she's trapped in the corner. Got to get rid of it. Gives it off to Dorn.
Up 3, Songer.
Wow.
3-pointer. That's her third of the game.
Bellbrook's putting up some threes. They couldn't hit them very much early on, but they're starting to hit them. And there's an offensive
foul on the Hurricane.
Let's see who it's on.
I think that's on Pennywitt.
25.
That's her 4th.
Pennywitt is the only senior on the varsity squad. A little fast stats. There are 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 4 freshmen.
Wilmington trying to put a little pressure on as Bellbrook comes up the court.
Oh,
another open 3.
That was
Songer.
an NBA-style 3 for Songer.
Yep, that's a nice shot. I mean, and like AJ said, she's 3 or 4 feet behind the line.
Ball gets knocked out. It's going to stay with Wilmington. It's 31-4. Wilmington wants a timeout. Good job by Mark Short to call the timeout.
He's got his board there. I don't know what you can draw up.
Maybe just have to take the whole team out, throw the JV team in. Maybe they'll score some points.
Well, no, you got to stay with your crew here. And like I said, this is a young group, so they're going to, these kids on both teams, they work extremely hard. And I know Wilmington's got to be like a little bit down right now, being down this much, but if I'm the coach at halftime, I go in, okay, let's start this game at 0-0. Let's not worry about the first half. Let's just try to win the second half.
I mean, in this game is nowhere near from being over. You mean, you guys are down 31-4, but that 31-4 could turn into 31-31 pretty darn quick.
Yeah, even what I'm trying to get them is get a mindset. Forget about that. Let's just try to win the second half. Let's win the second half and see what happens. But you've got to play defense.
Yeah,
they've got 6 quick points there, and that was their leading score going into the half. So
yeah, you might want to double team in Songer.
Yeah.
Maybe get out of playing zone. Sanderson gets the inbound pass for the Cane. She's going to drive.
Drives baseline.
No good. Gets her own rebound.
Yeah.
Good job by Wilmington getting those rebounds. And number 13, Mackenzie Beam, with her first points. And this is the first point since the first quarter for Wilmington. But back down the court and good is Maddie Hojacker for 2 off the glass. 33-6. Sanderson gives it off. Fleming thought about a 3. She's going to put it up. No good. Rebounded. Ball still loose. Going to be a jump
ball. And it should be Wilmington's possession.
Yep.
So Wilmington will be taking the ball out underneath their own bucket.
Desmond Beam going to inbound it. Gets it in. Fleming all alone in the corner. 3-pointer up and no good.
No good.
She saves it. Mackenzie Beam puts it up for 2. That was a good offensive play.
Good rebound.
And now Wilmington going to show pressure in this 2-3 zone, it looks like, or 2-2-1. Cassidy Hojacker giving it off to Maddie Hojacker. In the corner for 3. Songer missed that one.
But
that was her first miss. She was due for a miss.
Yeah, but they let her have it wide open again. Didn't contest that shot.
Fleming kicks it out. For 3 is Desden Beam. No good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Beam. Ball gets knocked out of her hands by a Bellbrook player, and it will stay with the Cane. 5:02 to go in the third. Wilmington's starting to score some points. It's 33-8.
Yeah, they're showing a little bit more fire so far. They're getting some offensive rebounds.
Mackenzie Beam gets the inbound pass. Goes up with the hook shot. That was a Magic Johnson-style hook shot.
Nah, that's more like a sky hook. That's like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar there, baby. You're too young to remember him, though.
No, I'm not. I know Kareem. And the corner for 3 is Hojacker.
Wow.
Maddie Hojacker for 3.
And I'll tell you what, Wilmington contested that shot, and she still sunk it.
That was still good defense.
Yeah, it was good defense, but it's just a good shot.
Desden Beam with it for the Hurricane. They're down 36-10. Fleming, nice pass, puts up the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Earhart, who is fouled.
Looks like Hojacker.
number 10. Number 31.
Hojacker.
Maddie Hojacker. Shooting 2 is Bria Earhart. First one is up and good.
That's her first point.
Second one for Earhart is up and good as well. She makes both of them, making it 36-12.
Oh, we got the trap right there.
Good job on
Wilmington
defense.
forced a turnover, had a little half-court trap going.
And Sanderson off the glass
Drives
by
all
herself.
the way. Sanderson.
They
that's
look like a
their first
completely
points.
different team.
Yeah,
here
they
in
look
the
like they
second
got a
half.
little motivation. I'm sure the coach probably lit them up a little bit at halftime.
And still playing that pressure defense. Maddie Hojacker gives it off. In the corner, Songer.
And it's
Airballed
contested there. That's a good contested shot that time. And just can't let them have those freebies.
That one's short.
See, the last two they've contested, they've airballed them. Out of bounds, it's going to be Wilmington's ball.
Yeah, ever since Songer nailed those 2 threes to begin the half, they haven't really done much on the offensive side.
Hojacker hit one also, but it was contested. It was good defense. Yeah.
Wilmington starting to show some life on defense and now starting to score some points on offense.
Almost threw it away there.
Jamel with it. Gives it off to Fleming.
Couple of years, these girls are going to be pretty good. I mean, they're young, and you just tell.
Jamel gets fouled inside.
14, I think.
Number 23.
23.
Becca Vine.
Fouls on number 23. Fine. Her first, team third.
Shooting 2.
Jamel.
Jamel.
You guys keep changing it on me.
Oh, it's Jamel. I fixed it to an L. First one is good for Jamel. She's got a rainbow arcing shot.
Yep.
Second one is up and no good. Is there a
Now
foul?
Foul?
Foul on Bellbrook.
14, I think, pushing off.
That's her second.
Yeah.
Wilmington has possession again. Quick shot on the inbound, no good. Ball still loose, and she stepped out.
I think the ball went out over there. Wilmington's get a little break here. They're trying to get this interesting, 36-15.
3:16 to go in the third. Fleming puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, misses it again, and Beam comes in, no good. Man, 3 straight missed
Bellbrook's
shots.
coach is all over him because that's the third or fourth time this half where Wilmington's had 2 or 3 shots on the offensive side.
At least they're getting offensive rebounds.
Yes, they are, yes.
That's a positive you can take out of this game.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got to play one half at a time. You got to beat the first half, come back and try to win this second half. Nothing else, that's a little moral victory.
Right. Spears missed the jumper. Wilmington back down the court. Jamel going to drive. Goes up with it off the glass and good. Good job by Caitlin Jamel.
You
got it this time, Charlie.
Bellbrook right back down the court.
Fine. Cross court. Songer over to number 5. Spears puts it up.
Floating jumper there.
Bounced right off the rim and into the bucket.
That's Spears. That's her first points of the game.
Sanderson kicks it. Oh, man, she was trying to find
Mackenzie
Beam. Ball's loose. Wilmington has it. Gives it off Sanderson. Ball's going to go to Wilmington. It was off the hands of Burita.
I think, Bellbrook's been playing some subs here, trying to mix some other, people in, and that's hasn't hurt anything for Wilmington, but
coming into the game, number 15, Susanna Johns. Fleming will sit down for a little bit. 2 minutes left to go in the third. We got a 38-17 Bellbrook lead. Wilmington starting to come back a little bit, clawing their way back in this ball game. Sanderson gives it to Johns. Johns finding a lane, loses it.
There's nothing there. Yeah, I mean, you got to bring it back out. You got 3 Bellbrook players in front of you. There's nothing there.
Spears with it, cross court. Oh, nice pass inside. Hojacker
nice
up and
cut.
good. Cassidy Hojacker, number 10 for 2, making it 40-17.
Nice cut down the middle of the lane there.
Jamel going to make her move now. Nice drive off the glass and good. 21-point lead for Bellbrook, 40-19. Oh, man, no defensive help. Spears, though, missed the easy one, but a good rebound.
Another nice cut going to the basket.
Hojacker over to Dorn. Dorn to Spears.
I do like Bellbrook's patience. I do. I mean, they're
starting to slow it down.
Yeah.
47 seconds left to go in our third quarter of play.
You think they're playing for the last shot already?
I don't know. Looks like they're just playing catch here. Wilmington is back to that. I would think they were in a 1-3-1. Now they switched it out. Now they're starting to. I think they might be playing for the last shot here, Charlie.
Looks
I think
like
you're
it,
right.
yeah.
About 20 seconds left.
Looks like it. They're doing a good job of it.
They had that possession towards the end of the first half that lasted a minute and a half. Ball's loose. And now Sanderson all alone down the court. Puts it up. No good.
No good.
And that's going to be the end of our third quarter of play with the score, Bellbrook 40, Wilmington 19. A better quarter for Wilmington that time.
I'll tell you what, refresh my memory. I can't really remember. What was the halftime score? It was 21-4?
Yeah, they only had 4 points.
28-4?
Yeah.
So 28-4. So Bellbrook scored 12 that quarter, and Wilmington scored 15.
Common Core math there.
No, that's old school math, baby.
You didn't have your shoes off.
That's with the abacus.
So Wilmington did win the third quarter by 3 points. That's a moral victory.
That's
They're
what I'm
winning the
saying.
second half right
and that's
now.
That's what you need to do.
Well, now if they can win the fourth quarter by 20, they might
well,
win this game, right?
But you want that more. You want something to build on as a coach.
But if Bellbrook's going to come out and play these long possessions like they did the last couple quarters, Wilmington might be in trouble. They need to get some turnovers, and they need
Wilmington's
to
got to get some quick hitters. Yeah, Wilmington's got to get the ball out and get down the court fast.
And if they're
that's
going to get second or third shots, they've got to make some of those. They can't
and
take second or
draw
third
fouls.
shots. Right, and take second or third shots and still not score.
If I'm the coach, though, I'm a lot happier with that quarter than the first half.
Oh, no question.
No
question.
And I can tell them. Even if the fourth quarter isn't very good, as a coach, you can go say, look, girls, you played with these guys for one quarter. This team's really good. They're in this bigger league or Dayton school. That's positive stuff to be built upon. And that's what you got to do with the younger kids.
Bellbrook starts with it.
You got to get them to start drinking the Kool-Aid, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Bellbrook's got the ball.
Spears giving it off to Hojacker. And wide open girl on the inside. Nobody saw her. Dorn giving it off. Oh, nice pass inside. Maddie Hojacker kicking it out. Three-pointer from the corner. Air ball. Wilmington
ball, yeah. Went off, looked like number 31, Hojacker for Bellbrook. So, Wilmington, here we go.
You were talking about experience. It does seem like this Bellbrook team has been playing together for a couple years, and no one was there on that pass. Sanderson was trying to get it to Jamel, and Jamel was going inside when she should have been outside.
And that's what I mean. Sanderson, she's only, freshman?
Yeah.
She's going to be a good leader here someday, but I think she thinks about one step ahead of everybody else. And the sooner she realizes that, there we go again, right there, almost thrown away by Bellbrook. What is thrown away by Bellbrook?
Wilmington's full-court defense gave him a little bit of trouble.
I mean, she just needs to slow down and not get ahead.
And that's why she's coming out. Maybe
she's
the
coming
coach
out,
will tell her.
I like her. I like the way she plays. But she just needs to.
Earhart, nice pass inside, and the bucket. Number 11, Desden Bean. Beam will have a chance to complete a three-point play here. Wilmington's slowly crawling their way back in this ball game. They're down by just 19 right now.
That's the first on Dorn.
And Beam easily makes it. At least they're making the free ones tonight.
Yeah, yep. And 40-22. is your score.
No good on the bucket. Ball's loose, going to Bellbrook.
Yeah, Wilmington girl tipped it out of bounds. Both of them look like they had their hands on it. But
right. 6:56 left to go in this one. 40-22. Wilmington, again, starting to crawl back into this one. Needing to get some stops on defense, getting some turnovers.
You can tell they got a little more life in their step. They know they played a good quarter. Now they got to try to put another good quarter together. Now, whether they can make it all the way back or not, yet to be seen. But, again, give the coach something to build on.
They lose it there. Here goes Jamel down the court, slowing it down, letting her teammates come down. Jamel gives it out.
Almost stolen, or could have been a foul there.
Bad pass, going to go out.
Tried to pass across court and got knocked out of bounds there. Wilmington's ball underneath their own basket. We're stacking them up on the foul line here.
Songer coming back in. Sorry.
Oh, a nice shot at open basket underneath, and it got stripped away.
Yeah, Earhart was going for the shot. Gets it blocked. Maddie Hojacker for three. Short. Rebounded by Wilmington.
That was a little bit kind of a force for Bellbrook, and they haven't done much of that tonight.
Jamel with it.
Out top of the key. Tries to drive the right wing, but
I think she wants to shoot a three. She gives it off to Beam.
Better move the ball.
Beam gives it to Earhart underneath. Nice bucket for Earhart. 24-40 now. Bellbrook still in the lead. If Wilmington could get this thing under 10, they might have a shot, but they only got 5.5 minutes to do it.
And the thing that's going to make that hard is what Bellbrook's doing right now. Holding that ball.
Songer to Hojacker. Bad pass.
Almost thrown away, but recovered.
And
it's going to be a foul on 35. She left her feet.
It's Tanner Stewart charged with the foul.
That's her third.
Shooting two, Cassidy
Wilmington's only second foul of the half.
Yep.
We've kind of turned the fouls around here.
Bellbrook's got 5.
Yes.
2 shots coming for Berdina. First one is no good. They still haven't scored a single point here in the fourth quarter.
No. End of the third, it was 40-19. Now it's 40-24.
Second shot is good. 41-24. 14.
31.
It's 14.
It's 31. Hojacker.
No good on the bucket. Rebounded by Bellbrook. Oh, man, that one's stolen away. And a foul push on number 14, Cassidy Berdia. That was number 14 who shot the foul shot. Yes, it was.
All right, girls, let's.
All right.
Jamel gets the inbound pass. 6 fouls for Bellbrook. 1 more will put Wilmington in the bonus. Gives it off. Fleming wide open. Gets it stripped.
Yep, tried to drive the right wing over there. Really just wasn't anything there.
Songer almost traveled.
Well, I tell you what, it seems like a lot of them's almost traveled all night long.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they catch a ball and they're taking steps right away. The referees are being fair, though, on it both ways.
Songer now with it. Giving it to York.
See, Bellbrook, they're making them come out. Wilmington just trying to do the zone. Bellbrook's just saying, yeah, you're going to have to come out and play us.
York back over to Songer.
See, they're not even getting in there close enough to count for the 5 seconds even. Now they're counting on this one.
That one tip
away too.
Stolen by Fleming. Fleming goes up and gets fouled.
Gets the foul, and that's her first points of the game, and she's your big scorer usually.
Yup. Victoria Fleming gets fouled to go to the line to shoot 1 more. Wilmington now in the bonus, coming into the ball game. Desden Beam and number 25, Monica Pennywit for the Hurricane. First one, good. Completes the three-point play.
Yep.
Sanderson is going to be back in for Earhart. Wilmington starting to slowly come back. They got 4 minutes to do it.
Earhart put some good minutes in there for the Cane.
Oh, man. Too easy, but she misses the layup. That was number 31, Maddie Hojacker. She'll go and shoot 2. Just the third foul. For Fleming charged with her third.
First one up was good.
Second one for Hojacker is up and good as well. 43-27. Bellbrook in the lead.
Here comes Wilmington down the court.
Pennywit with it, gives it back out to Fleming. Fleming over to Beam. Bad pass going back to Bellbrook.
Yep.
Turnovers is really killing him today.
Well, the girl was breaking in, and she threw it to the outside and just couldn't control it. So here comes Bellbrook again. Wilmington looked like tried to have a little half-court trap, but that was broke real quick by the Golden Eagles.
Now they're just going to run some more clock. 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Dorn with it. She dribbling, almost lost it.
Yep. Well, Wilmington's coming out. See, they're coming out to put some pressure on them now. You got to do that. That happened last time they got the turnover. Yeah, Bellbrook's just playing keep away right now.
Yep. Cassidy Hojacker with it.
Now
3
the
minutes.
Coach, I think, just called a play. He's going to try to score now, I think. Oh, we got possibility to trap there. Nope, they're still just playing keep away here, folks. Ball's down the right wing. They're clear out on the volleyball lines, if you know what I'm talking about.
Going up
to
with
the
a
hole.
Hojacker off the
10,
glass.
Hojacker. That's her 6th of the night. Oh, had the open 3 and then decided not to take it. It was Fleming.
Sanderson going to drive, gives it to Jamel. Turn around off the glass. Wow, what a shot.
That was a shot.
29-45. Bellbrook in the lead still. 2:19 left to go in the ball game. I think they're just going to play keep away here.
Yeah,
for the rest of the
well,
game.
they might as well. And that's a classy move. I saw the other day on a Sports Center where a coach actually got suspended for 2 games because his high school team won 130-4.
Timeout on the court. Ball will be Wilmington after the timeout.
It was like 100-1 at halftime.
Wow.
Yeah, and they just.
What I would say is the team that had 4 points shouldn't even be fielding a team if they can't score more than 4 points in a game.
I understand that. But, again, that goes back. It's just classless. That's why the guy got suspended for 2 games.
Well, from what I understand, they didn't even play their first string. They were playing their third string. So, I mean,
Still,
what do you do? You
what
say, okay,
Bellbrook's doing right here.
we're going to play with 2 people. You guys play with 5 people?
Play keep away. You don't have to embarrass them. But like I said, all that stuff comes back to haunt you. I think it's called karma. And that happens, especially like when you're playing teams in your own league and you do that stuff.
Because you got to play them twice.
I think probably the best thing to do is then it should be written into the basketball or whatever the sport is that there should be a death score.
Well, there
and
is.
they should stop the game.
Not in
if
basketball.
If it gets to a certain point.
The football, they have the continuous clock now.
Right.
And in softball, there's been run rules for years.
But I mean, if you look at Clinton Massey, and the way they score, even with the 30 or the clock, running all the time, Massey still ends up scoring 60, 70 points.
Right.
And the other teams. So I think
at least there's something there.
Yeah, the easiest thing to do would say in football, if the team is ahead by 45 or 50 or whatever your number is, then the game stops.
You can't do that because money.
Because of what?
Money. People are selling concessions. You're paying people to do stuff.
Well, and that's true. But then, then once again, what you're saying is oftentimes when, for instance, let's take basketball. If you
over the back, yeah, they call it over the back area.
If you're trying
that should be her 5th. She's out of the game.
At least Wilmington has sort of narrowed the gap here.
Well, I mean, I like the continuous clock rule. I mean, you can do that in basketball as far as that goes. If you get down 40 or 50, make a continuous clock. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
But you have more stoppage in basketball than what you do in football.
But you still make it a continuous clock. I mean, if it's 50-point difference. And we're not saying that this game's anywhere near that. I mean, this game,
No, this is a competitive basketball
we're only
game.
talking about 16 points. I was talking about the game where, the coach got suspended for 2 games, and rightly so, because he ran up a score 130-4 in a high school basketball game.
Yeah, well, I think once again,
but how can you control your players shooting? You can't. You're just.
So what do you tell
guys? You're watching it right here. I can't believe you're saying this. Bellbrook has not had near as many field goal attempts because watch them. Watch what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but they're doing that as a defensive mechanism. They're trying to slow the clock down, run the clock out so that they can.
So
because Wilmington's actually on a run. They're coming back.
See, they just shot another one.
That's not because the Bellbrook coach is saying, we're scoring too many points.
14, Cassidy Bria.
Well, you're talking apples and oranges. This is a closer game.
Yeah. Yeah,
this is a closer game.
All I could say is if you can't score more than 4 points in a basketball game, the other coach should be suspended for not being able to coach a team. If you've got, or you should just say, well, it's like sort of wrestling. If you don't have someone in that weight class, you don't wrestle them. If you don't have a team that's going to score more than 4 points in a game, then say we don't have a basketball team, at this school.
Just call it a club sport.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I tell you what, guys, it wouldn't surprise me down the road if we don't see more.
We're going to see more of that, and I think that we're going to see more of that, particularly in the lower divisions, where small schools like East Clinton and small schools like Greenfield. Although Greenfield, they field most of their wrestlers wrestled the other night. They didn't have many that they had to forfeit, but obviously sometimes you try to play sports that you shouldn't be playing because you just don't have the man or woman power for it.
Yep. 1 minute to go here, and the score is 47-29. Wilmington has the ball underneath. Oh, missed shot by number 23, Fleming. And Bellbrook has the ball.
Maybe get a 10-second call.
No, they just got it over. Number 12 in the game for Bellbrook takes the shot off the back of the rim. She's quick. She wants to get in the scorebook with a foul, but wasn't able to. Went out of bounds. Wilmington's going to take it out underneath the rim basket. Throws it to the outlet. 22. She drives. Foul. Shooting foul. Should we go into the line? Shooting 2. That's Sanderson. That'd be nice to make these get into 30s. 40-30 doesn't sound too bad. First one's off the front part of the rim. This has been a lot closer game if Wilmington played it what did the second half, the first half.
30-47, 17 points, and there's about 20 seconds left in the ball game. Bellbrook will probably just run out the clock.
Oh, they got some young kids in there. They want to get their name in the scorebook. They want to get their name in the paper.
There goes Sanderson.
All the way.
Gives it off the Beam. Beam makes it.
Nice.
Down to 9 or 15 points. That's going to do it. Our final score this evening: Bellbrook 47, Wilmington 32. Bellbrook's going to improve to 5-4 on the year, or 6-4 on the year. Wilmington's going to fall to 5-9.
47-32 is pretty respectable against this Bellbrook team. When you consider at halftime what we say it was 28-4.
Right.
And then, I tell you, Wilmington won the third quarter, and they also won the fourth quarter.
They won the second half.
Yeah, the Lady Cane came back.
That's something the coach now can take and build on.
Sure, that's a lot more positive than getting 4 points in the second half versus the first half.
And, they were down by, I think, almost 30 at one point, and now they only lost by 15 points. So they cut it in half.
Yeah, that's definitely respectable.
Played a lot better second half. Numbers of I've got them. Looks like Earhart had 4 points with 1 foul. Beam had 7 points, and that's number 11 Beam. We got 2 Beams, don't we?
Yep, Dresden Beam.
Dresden Beam had 7. No fouls. Fleming, this is off night for her, I think.
Yeah,
3
very
points,
off night.
3 fouls. Pennywood, very off night. 5 fouls, no points. Jamil.
There you go.
I got it finally. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points on the night. She played a gutty game, too. She got hurt in the game. Sanderson got 3. And the other Beam, which is Mackenzie Beam, she had 6. I'm sorry, 6 on the night with 1 foul. That pretty much did it for the scoring for the Hurricane. Now on the Bellbrook side, we have Songer, who had 16. Hopecker, number 10, Hopecker, Cassidy, she had 6. And this Baraday, 14, had 4. The other Hojacker, which is Maddie, she had 16. Dorn had 3, and Spears had 2. And these are all unofficial. This is just me doing it up here, and I think they're fairly close. Fouls, no one really got in foul trouble for the Golden Eagles other than this Berta Day. She had 3 fouls. Hojacker, Maddie Hojacker had 2. And for the Cane, again, the worst one in foul trouble there was Pennywood, who did foul out of the game.
So again, a 47-32 loss for the home team, the girls Hurricane basketball team this evening, as they fall to 5-9 on the season, and Bellbrook improving to 6-4.
A lot better second half, though, again, for the Hurricane. Yeah, if they'd played anything like that the first half, who knows? Who knows what would have happened? But I tell you, Bellbrook just come out like they were ready to play.
Right. They were definitely ready to play when they first came out.
I think not having school today and to be in the rescheduled game, which is, it's the same for both teams. I understand that, but Bellbrook seemed to handle that a lot better than Wilmington.
Well, we'd like to remind everybody that we've got our next broadcast the 21st, which is Tuesday. We're off tomorrow night. Women's college basketball. It'll
Wednesday.
be Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. We're off Tuesday. Women's college basketball at Herman Court. Otterbeins coming in to play the Wilmington Lady Quakers. That is a 7:15 pregame. And Charlie, you'll be back with us Wednesday evening, and you're going to
look forward to it.
Right, and then the game will start at 7:30, and then also this week, want to remind you, we're going to have our second of wrestling. This is a dual meet between Chillicothe, the Cavaliers, and the Wilmington Cane. That's this Thursday, the 22nd. So tune in for all the action. I guess we're going to send it off tonight. We're done broadcasting for the evening, and we thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Hurricane Basketball on campusnation.com, the sports animal.
Good night.
So long, everybody. See